What's going on, guys? It's your boy CMB. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and let's get into this one really quickly. Now guys, once again we are talking about the unified champion Errol the True Spence Jr. and Keith one-time Thurman. Now I did a video earlier today, guys, on Keith Thurman being elevated to the top of the WBC rankings. A lot of people were up in arms about that. A lot of people were crying foul, wondering how Keith Thurman, who hasn't been that active in the sport as of late, can be elevated over fighters like Virgil Ortiz, fighters like Jaron Boots Ennis. Now I gave an explanation, and I think I gave a valid explanation on why that is so. We talked about how when Keith Thurman, who was the unified champion at the time, he had elbow surgery, he voluntarily relinquished the WBC title, and Showtime Sean Porter and Danny Garcia wind up fighting for that title, and they promised him an opportunity when he got healthy. Now when he did get healthy, he came back. He was still the WBA champion, and of course he defended that title against Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. He lost the title fair and square, but he never got his opportunity at the WBC title. And I said that this is probably the WBC making good on their promise. So here he is now at the #1 position, and if a mandatory is ordered between him and Errol Spence, then he might be able to get a crack, at the WBC title. Now we talked about how if the fight between Errol and Terrence Crawford doesn't take place because of the stall negotiations, this could be the contingency plan. Instead of having to fight, Terrence Bud Crawford, then he'll wind up fighting Keith Thurman. And that rumor was heating up a lot today on social media. Now, Errol comes in on his social media and shuts it down, guys. He says, and I quote, "When I say it never, I meant it." So he's letting the fans know that he is not fighting Keith one-time Thurman. And I understand, Keith Thurman, when he was the unified champion, didn't want to give Errol Spence Jr. an opportunity. He kept swerving him. And now that the shoe's on the other foot, Errol is not going to give Keith Thurman an opportunity. So I think I said if the fight's ordered, Errol Spence is probably going to vacate the titles and go up and fight at 154, because if he doesn't fight Terrence Crawford, there's nothing left for him at 147 pounds. So there you have it, guys. Errol Spence Jr. shutting all the rumor mills down about the contingency plan in place just in case this fight falls through. Now, if the fight falls through, I don't know what's next. I know that Terrence Bud Crawford is, his plan is, if he doesn't get the fight with Errol, of course, being the WBO super champion, he can go get a match with Jermell Charlo. He can force a match with Jermell Charlo at 154 pounds, and he still can become undisputed in that weight class. So I think he has more options than Errol. If this fight doesn't take place, he can still put himself in a position where he can still be an undisputed champion in a different weight class. You guys know he's already undisputed at 140 pounds, and he was looking to do it at 147 pounds, but I think the finances, the purse split is the stickler. But he still has plan B. As far as Errol Spence goes, he doesn't want to fight Keith Thurman. If this fight falls through, I guess he's going to go up to 154, but who would he face at 154? Would he be willing to face his stablemate Jermell Charlo? Those are the type of questions that has to be answered. But like I said, this is boxing. The fans are always constantly waiting on bated breath to see what happens, and we just we have this conundrum going on at the welterweight and the 154 pound division. But you guys tell me what you think about Keith Thurman, about Errol Spence shutting down the rumors of Keith Thurman being the plan B, just in case the Terrence Bud Crawford fight falls through. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.